Okay, so now in the previous video we had created a variable and we had stored it manually into our Mongo database. Now we're going to see if we can store it by creating it inside VS Code, our program itself. So we're just going to take this block of code. I'm just going to copy it because I know it's going to work, hopefully. So this is our first variable. We already did this. This is our second variable. Perfect. And you don't really need to do that. Okay, now I'm going to do, okay, how do we do this? So then it's like, okay, second variable dot save. Done. This is pretty logical. So here now, we go here, and this is the command that we had previously put manually in our git bash terminal here, where we said previous save. So we circumvented it effectively, and we did it manually. Now we're going to try to automate this process and see if we can, in fact, do it from sort of the program itself, because that's really where we're going to start manipulating most of this stuff from, and that's going to help us. So that's done. Now we're going to go into our git bash terminal here, get out of here because we don't want to see that, but we want to run our node file again. So there we go, and we have obviously made an error. Wonderful. Structure imported. Alas, when in doubt, your error is indeed a typo. So here now, this should be structure exported, because that is what the terminology was that we were using. So we're going to go back here and go structure exported, and now all of a sudden they should hopefully work. Let's go back here. Oh, we don't want to see this. And now let's see if it works. Huzzah. There we go. So it works. The connection is established. Let's go here and see. Okay, let's check if we've got this structure in our PowerShell. And let's go into PowerShell now. This is done. So what were the commands we needed to use to go into PowerShell? Basically, I forgot all of my commands. I don't really like to memorize things that I don't need to know for no reason. My brain is filled with other garbage. Okay, it's more important to me to understand, what the Marvel universe is doing right now. struc, and then database struc. Oh, we have to go back and restart it. Okay, we have to go back and redo it, and then there's a str typo right here. Okay, so we have to go back because I tried to change the color of PowerShell, and so some of these things got deleted here. Okay, so now we're gonna go back into this. So we're going back. We all we're doing is, so basically, let's do this flow again. So this is the PowerShell. I'm going to close PowerShell now again, just so we can do it from scratch together. This is PowerShell being opened again, and now PowerShell looks dark, which is unfortunate. But basically, first we have to open the connection again. Mongosh. The Mongosh connection is now open. Now we need to look for our database. Show databases. There we go. Now we need to use Hello World. Wonderful. We switched to Hello World. Now let's show collections. And we've got structures exported. And now we're going to go and jump here, right here to go database dot str structures exported. Notice there's a typo here, but that doesn't affect me because I just use tab after doing str. And then go dot find, and then go brackets like that. There we go. And we've got two. There's w variable there, and there's save, trying to save from Node.js. So we've got both of these in here now. And that tells us we've got the second variable in there. There we go. And that's perfect. What have we learned so far in these series. So first of all, by running the checks in section 4, we know that our Mongo database is working properly. We've connected everything properly. We know how all of that stuff is going to interact. We can send data from our program using the node.js file directly into the database, which is exactly what we want to do. A few options for you here is that you can comment out the 2 variables from the database if you want to. I would not skip section 4 when you're creating new programs, because if you skip section 4, then frankly you've skipped the section that tells you whether or not your database is connected, and that's a really critical component of doing everything, because if your database is not connected, then you're not going to be able to save anything into anything. So you can comment these out now because we know that everything is working just fine. You can usually do that like this, control, and then you go control and then you do the slash, and it comments it out for you. We are not going to comment out the dial-up because we need the database. So that's important for us. We know the dial-up works. Sometimes you can leave it here if you want to, or if you know it's working, you can close it. You can say, okay, I know that the dial-up is working, so all of this is done. And then you know sort of this block of code is functional and it's doing what you want it to do, so you don't have to mess around with it. So that part is done. Okay, we're going to pause this one, and then the next part of this is we're going to establish a link to the local browser on your computer using Express, which is another fun thing that we have to sort of bring in the functionality of. So we're going to get into Express and how to do some of these fun things, and we'll get going into our programming. So this is looking like it's coming along nicely. Congratulations to everybody if you got this far. Cheers.